wanted to talk about 3 leadership check-in, as you know, our 3 experiences, and how to align teams when everyone is tired and budgets are tight.
Yeah, so I mean, this is some of the most stressful times, depending on the workload in the office, the organization, right? I mean, it's probably already somewhat past, but trying to get things out by the end of the year for random deadlines. Um, this is when leadership either excels or fails, and it's not just like leadership, like leadership traits. It's like management, communication, like people in leadership positions either rise to the occasion or crash. Maybe it's also like depending on where you are in your career. Like I've definitely crashed in the past, and I've risen to the occasion sometimes.
Yeah.
Hopefully more often than not.
Yeah, and
Um,
then also there's a holiday pressure coming with everyone leaving, and there will be lower coverage in a lot of teams because most people take off this time, and some people who actually have to take time depending on which company benefit schedule you have, you might have to use up all your um, PTOs and things like that. So for various reasons, and also various reasons that you want to be with your family, and the weather's getting cold for the most part. So that's why the pressure gets higher with mentally and then just also like physically as well.
yeah, and if you look at, you can go ahead. The the biggest real problem is an alignment of like communication and understanding priorities of the organization. Most of the time, if you're working on any kind of organization that you don't control, you're not the owner of, there's probably, and maybe if you are, you're also creating too many priorities, but there's likely going to be competing priorities, too many of them, even within the individual kind of org structure. Yeah, lots of last minute requests to get out by the end of the year for kind of made up deadlines. We make up the end of year deadline for a lot of things. Financial stuff and tax count things are one thing, but like having a deadline of the end of the year is kind of odd at this point because most people are already finished shopping by this week ish or early next week. So any changes you're going to make are going to go on either deaf ears because no one's coming back to the site other than for returns, or it's going to break things, and you're going to cause bigger issues. We've talked about that before. You said like people are out and possibly unscheduled out. Uh, I mentioned our natural issues of we get potential fire and serious winds. Like my internet was out this morning. My power and internet were out, and who knows if we'll make it through this call or not. But like there are natural things that force people to go out of office. Snowstorms, travel, they get stuck in places.
Yeah, and some of the things that I wanted to add from that is that the too many priorities, or the priorities that you had it for the year planned out, but you just have that pressure of trying to hash through it last minute because you realize you didn't finish it. And then with that in mind, psychologically, you tend to put last minute requests that doesn't need to be a last minute request. So that does happen with this time period as well. So some real urgencies and some fake urgencies that are kind of all commingled. So it gets a lot of misalignment and issues or frustration for a lot of people during this time.
Stay tuned for the next episode on Monday afternoon.